Welcome back to the Dutty Vintage YouTube channel. Today we have the luxury of checking out somebody's stinky, dirty clothes to hopefully find some cool stuff to sell. Maybe to keep. Maybe to trade. We do it all here. Let's go. Guy with the king of button-up shirts. You know we gotta stop at the Salvation Army first. You know we gotta stop at the Salvation Army first. You know we gotta stop at the Salvation Army first. You know we gotta stop at the Salvation Army first. You know we gotta stop at the Salvation Army first. Here's what we found at the Salvation Army. Alright, cool. Welcome back. It's the next day now. The closet was actually a lot better than I was anticipating. I spent $40 on it. Here's the pictures that I saw when I was looking at it. And I don't know, I was kind of taking a risk. I really didn't see anything super good. But what I want to do now is bring everything out here and separate it into 3 piles. I'm going to have a redonate pile, a pile of things that I'll bundle up and maybe sell as an auction, and then the pieces that I'll sell off individually. I'm also going to try to keep a running tab, so I'm $40 in the hole, and I think this would be a fun way to see maybe what kind of profits could be made here, even though it's not about that. It's about the love of the game. It's about the love of the clothes, right?
What's good?
Let's see what's good.
What's good? What's good?
Okay, cool. This dude was the grand champion of 70s button-ups. Definitely gonna make my money back and some. So we'll go ahead and start getting into all this. I'm actually pretty excited. There's a giant pile of crap here, which you'll see. A lot of stuff that's really worn or stained. This guy held on to a lot of his clothes, you can tell, and took care of it for the most part. Everything needs to be laundered. It's all pretty dusty. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I saw online, which is why I knew this was actually gonna be a safe bet, was this pair of Key overalls. These aren't vintage or anything, but they are new with the tags. And I figured, these will probably sell by themselves around $40. So this should take care of the majority of the cost that I had into it. So we're gonna put the little cost up here. I was down $40 and now I'm back to 0 with these. First things first, I have this beautiful pile of laundry that didn't quite make the donation cut, but also not quite good enough to resell on their own, but still pretty good vintage button-ups. So I'm gonna lock these up and sell them at an auction on eBay, and I'd say, with shipping and everything, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell myself I could get $40 for these. So there's another 40. These were kind of cool. These are new thermal socks. They're like super, they say thermal hose on them. They're super thick, extra heavy, absorbent thermal hose, 100%, size 10, 10.5. These are my size. Maybe I'll keep these for when I'm thermaling in the hose. Unfortunately, going into it, I thought there was going to be more t-shirts in the closet, but there wasn't. But we did get one t-shirt that'll be just fine to resell because it's kind of cool. It's on a Hanes. It's this Canadian Club little baseball guy. 15 shipped probably on that. few pants. There was a solid amount of bottoms. Most of them were pretty gross, and I didn't want to keep them. We got a few things here. Homie made his own jorts, which are kind of cool. These are called replay, but they're like a button fly and cut them off. They're super faded and distressed, kind of sick. I think I'll sell these too. Let's call that 25. Same thing with these ones, except these were a little bit better. These are old. I've never seen this zipper before, but I'm gonna assume these are from the 70s, maybe early 80s. Bristol Blues is the name of these jorts. Bristol Blues, we'll call that another 25 shipped. I forgot to say what I think I could get for the socks. I'm just gonna say 10 bucks. Then Buddy had 4 pairs of these 80s Wranglers, these polyester cut ones, kind of like the Levi's 517s. He's got 4 of these in different colors. They're all in really good shape. They're just dusty. They just need to be washed. 4 pairs here. I'm gonna call these also about 25 a piece. I could probably get a little more, but let's just put them at that for now. Moving on to the last little part. The dude had so many button-ups, and a lot of them were actually pretty cool. They've got some really interesting 60s and 70s tags, some cool fits, some cool patterns. Let's go through some of these. Most of them are gonna be around, I'm gonna say the $20 shipped mark. So I'm gonna rapid fire through these and show you guys the ones that I like. Century Stay Press, never seen this tag, made in Japan, probably 60s or 70s. Let's call it 20. Arrow. Most of the modern stuff's not good. Pretty much anything, I don't know, pre-80s is definitely decent and sellable. This one's got a cool little, tiny little pattern on it. Call it 20. A little Van Heusen guy, probably 80s. It's kind of that like spongy material. This is decent. Call it 20. Okay, this actually might be my favorite one out of all of them. It's this really cool 70s kind of boxy, almost like rockabilly shirt. Maybe even 60s. Check out that tag. It says Donegal Colesta. It's like one of those knit polos, kind of stretchy. This is sweet. I'll probably actually get closer to like 35 for this one. Van Heusen Double Identity is what this one says. Nice green and yellow here. I like those colors. 20. Towncraft JCPenney, 60s, 70s, with, it looks like the Disney castle in the background, but it's not. 20. Another Van Heusen, 60s, 70s, little short sleeve guy this time. Call it 20. These little plain work shirts, this is a JCPenney's one as well. Typically the short sleeve ones, they actually do pretty well for me, even if they have a little bit of staining. This one should do just fine. We'll call it 15 though. This one's cool. I've never seen this tag before. It's called Principles for Men. For men. And it's got a little lady on it. Check that out, fellas. Made in USA, little check yellow guy. Call it 20. I like this one. A really old Sears men's store permapress. This is, 60s, 70s. Same thing as everything else. Call it 20. Another Towncraft, long sleeve, 60s, 70s, JCPenney. Call it 20. Van Heusen Century, short sleeve button up. Probably 60s or 70s. Never seen this one, never seen this tag. These do just fine, call it 15. I like this one a lot too. This is old Kmart. And every time I've found Kmart with this tag, it's actually sold for me pretty well. And I'm always kind of surprised at how good the garments look, because if you had told me that Kmart was making cool clothes, I wouldn't have believed you, but here it is. Check out the tag. Little stainage on this one, but I'd say it's probably another 25. This one's cool. This is that same deal, kind of boxy, super meshy, but there's no tag on it. It's almost like a sponge. It's kind of cool. But I'm probably gonna, not ask for much for this one because there's no tag, so 15. Sears Premier Permapress, 60s, 70s, 20. Here's another good one. Club Hampton, made in USA. We have this super nice kind of polyester knit long sleeve. This one's pretty cool. Unfortunately, needs a little bit of work, needs a bath. If it cleans up, it'll be an easy like 25. If it doesn't clean up, it'll be an easy donate. Okay, here's the last thing actually, was this little two-piece 80s Levi's menswear little gray corduroy suit. Fun little elbow patch here. I don't know, this thing isn't anything crazy, but I think to the right person for the right price, someone will do it. I'm honestly gonna not ask very much for something like this. I'll probably throw it up for like 30 bucks plus shipping. So let's just call it 35. It's not bad, it's pretty cool. The pants are pretty cool, corduroys. Cool. Alright, so it actually turned out to be pretty good. I'm excited with the way this is going to work out. It's going to be a little bit of work, you know, nothing crazy. We started out at $40 in the hole, and then with everything added up, we're looking at about $5.80 in terms of profit. Give or take, probably take. Things will probably sell for less, but yeah, I hope you guys like this more short form content. We just want to be filming a little bit more about the stuff we're getting. Check us out on all of the apps where you buy used clothes at these two ads. We're both selling now. It's a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you
Have
a good day.